Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading for the week. So if you guys are interested in a message from the cards, please come on in, get comfortable, have a seat. Um, we're gonna do a standard tarot reading and see what comes out. Before we get into that, though, I do have a couple of announcements. First things first is that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you guys can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have posted all of my links, my website, everything you need to get a private reading done with me if you guys are interested in that front. Um, Everything's linked in the description, so please go ahead and check that there. I've also listed all of the decks I'm using for this reading, as well as a bonus reading. The timestamp for that may be there. If it's not, then there might not be a bonus reading. I'm saying it that way because I have a lot of decks out right now, and I'm feeling very compelled to do a bigger reading this week. So um, let's see what's going down after we get through the main reading, and if there's a timestamp, then there's a bonus reading. Just keep your eyes out. Secondly, like I said, I am taking private readings at this time if that's something you're interested in. Again, it's linked. Everything you need to get in touch with me for a private reading is in the description. It's an option, it's not an obligation, so please follow your heart on that matter. I'm available to help if you think there's something I can do for you. Again, follow your heart on that front. So, yeah, so just to preface this reading a little bit, I've been feeling a lot of energy around me lately, and it's kind of been like this since the beginning of the year. But I wanted to kind of tap into that for this reading because there's something interesting here. I don't know what it is. I would like to read that energy intuitively. Excuse me. But I don't know. I want to find out what it is, and I hope you'll come along with me for the ride on this one. And I hope there's something in here that resonates. So let's get started with our oracle reading. Um, this is intended to help us figure out in part what that energy is. So to start, we have proceeding softly. It says, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. Okay. We have the vulture. Okay. We have Celestite, soothe your soul. Okay. We have turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Okay. We have the shark, flow forward. Okay, and we have keepers of the earth, you are not alone, ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay. So I'm getting right off the bat, I'm getting slow down. I'm getting that from the Celestite, from the turtle, and from this card here. What does that say? Proceeding softly. Yeah, slow down. We've had a lot of energy coming through for us right now. That's possibly spurred us to action, given us that jolt we needed. But the thing is, it's been also very overwhelming, and we haven't quite known because the influx of energy has been so hefty. We haven't really known what to do with it or how to process the energy in a way that doesn't feel unsafe. Okay. In doing that work, we may have lost sight of the things that we're grateful for, or the things that we want to build on in our lives. And the only way we're going to get back in touch with that is to be quiet. Yeah, be quiet. There's been also a lot of chatter and a lot of um, just a lot of noise, a lot of static. That's made it very difficult for us to find those moments of quiet, because I do think this is a lot about your self-talk. This is a lot about how you're experiencing your world right now. That especially right now, you have to get going, do your thing, get out there, pound the pavement, and just do something, anything other than sit on your ass and not do anything. The problem with that is that while things do need to get done, I think you're potentially also in a state of depletion. Okay, and this is where you're in a state of depletion because you haven't given your soul a chance to really rest. Okay, again, you've had a lot of energy, you've had a lot of forward movement, and that's good. We're going to pull up the shark card here. That is good. Okay, but sometimes taking it slow, taking it easy is gonna help you do things a lot easier, if you'll take my meaning. And it's gonna help you discover what your values are, what you stand by. Okay. So there's the first part of the oracle. Second part of the oracle is, like I said, there's a desire to move forward and to put things on the map for yourself, as it were. And that's had you trying to do the most, right? It's had you trying to do too much at once. It's okay. You tried. That's a good effort. I do feel that you made a good effort, okay? But slowing down isn't a bad thing either, okay? And what I think is funny about the shark card that you're getting here is they can't stop swimming. If they do that, they will sink, right? I feel like that's how you're experiencing things right now. If you don't keep moving, if you don't keep trying to push forward, things are gonna drown you. Things are gonna overwhelm you too much. But are you already feeling overwhelmed? There's your question. If you are feeling overwhelmed, take it slow. Slow down. And if you need to stop altogether, that's okay too. The world's gonna wait. The world can wait for you to come back. Okay. Because when you do come back, you'll be able to actually make forward progress in a way that feels safe for you. Okay. So there's the shark. Okay. Now, there's a shark. You have the sense that you're isolated and alone, and just everything is scattered, but you're not. Okay, you're really not. And just remember, even if you feel like nobody in this physical realm is on your side, you still have a spiritual team, however you want to identify that. You still have a spiritual team on your side. And finally, for the oracle, the lessons you're learning here are not wasted. Okay. You gained. See, there is wisdom and reflection, but I do think there are practical lessons to be learned in taking action too. Immediately I'm hearing the idea of balancing your divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So balance between resting, reflecting, and taking action moving forward. Okay. but ultimately nothing is wasted. You're learning. Um, it, yeah, you're learning. And I do think that is, yeah, that's valuable. That's valuable. That's important. That's um, something that I do think you need to take the time to internalize. That's the symbol for air, or is it Earth? No, Earth is upside down. That's the symbol for air. So I think there's a lot you're processing right now. There's certainly a lot of things that you're trying to move forward on, but you need to slow down and give yourself the chance to really move through this energy. Okay? So there's our oracle reading. Going to get into our tarot now. We're going to use this time to kind of clarify, support, get a deeper understanding of the energy right now. I'm going to clarify it, and then the rest of the reading is going to be for how you can use this energy. What do you need to know about it? Whether or not, whether or not we can, what do we need to see basically? Okay. Well, that's fun. Already got a relevant card out. Let me see what else. Okay. 2, 4. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And, okay. So the way this is going to work, I have 5 cards out. You'll have to trust. Hopefully you saw me shuffle on that. You'll have to trust that I have 5 cards out here. Last 2 are going to be hidden and clarifying energies. So let's see what we have coming out right now. We have the Emperor. Okay. We also have, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Eight of Wands. So never a more relevant trio, I would say, because the Emperor is, the Emperor is about making order of chaos. Okay, this is about getting authority over your situation, and I say that with respect to the sum and totality of it. Okay, yeah, yeah, it feels chaotic right now. Things feel like they're really going off the rails. Okay, and I'm getting there because not only do you have the Eight of Wands, okay, you got a lot coming at you and a lot coming at you fast, but you also have the Ace of Swords, pardon me. And in this situation, there are opportunities to learn here. Okay, opportunities to get in touch with how you're thinking, what you're feeling because of how you're thinking. Okay, going back to the vulture from the oracle, nothing is wasted in this effort. Okay, but you have to give yourself time to process. Yeah. Give yourself time to process so you can gain authority and understanding over the entirety of your situation. Okay. Hidden energy in this, we have the Magician. If you don't know that you're capable right now, please realize you're going to come into that energy from all of this, because you're going to understand you already have what you need. Okay, you have the confidence, you have the resources, you have the help, especially if you're reaching outside of yourself for it. It's all there. It's all there, and all you have to do is trust that you have the capability to access it. Okay? So there's the Magician. Okay? And we also have the Queen of Swords. So there's someone smart so this was our hidden energy. Here's a clarifying energy. Okay. You're very smart, very observant, very, very mentally powerful. Excuse me. A very mentally powerful individual. Okay. This is great. I love seeing this. I have every amount of faith in you that you need, that you're going to get to where you want to go. But there is a pitfall in this because you're so intellectual, you're so cerebral that you forget that you have emotions too, that you've numbed your heart. That isn't going to necessarily serve you well right now because, again, you're trying to process. And I don't think you're giving yourself, whatever this situation is, I don't think you're giving yourself really the chance to go through and feel out what you're feeling because you're thinking about this over much. Okay. And I see how you get there. I do see how you get there because I'm looking at this 8 of Wands energy. Okay. Again, there's something there's something here that has you, again, very much in your head, and you're trying to figure it out. Possibly figure out in a way that's just muscling through it. Okay, and that can only get you so far before it exhausts you. Okay. So let's see. Let's move on to another deck here and see what it is that we can do to clarify why we're seeing the whole of our tarot right now. Okay. So to start, we're going to clarify with the Emperor here. What is it that we're seeing right now? Show me what we're seeing, please. Why are we seeing the Emperor, please? Okay. All right. So to start clarifying the Emperor card, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. We're feeling something very intensely in this situation. There's very strong emotions attached here, and the compulsion that I'm sensing we're feeling right now is to act immediately, and act immediately without thinking, right? That might be a mild issue, especially if you're prone to impulsivity. I'll raise my hand to that. Yeah, I think this is interesting to see that paired with the Emperor because we're looking to gain authority. Remember that I said this is about being authoritative in times where we don't feel like we have control. Oh, that's funny I say that. It's funny I say that, number one, because we are looking to take action, but I think we may have stepped over the line from being gentle and patient to, again, muscling through, but possibly doing it in an aggressive manner. And if not being outwardly aggressive, like aggressive with other people, potentially we're turning it on ourselves. And I'm looking at the Queen of Swords for that card. Let's see when we get there. But for now, going back to the Knight of Wands, we're feeling something really deeply here. And the impulse that we're having right now is to take action, which kind of clashes a little bit with the Emperor energy, because that's not what we're just looking to achieve. And there's something that's saying like, well, hold on, you're trying to do too much. So Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. There's some pros and cons in this situation. I think we've gone through some of them, right? But I think part of the issue is that we're facing choices, and this could be relational. This could be how you are interacting with somebody else, but it could also be that it could also be personal with yourself too. Um, how, especially that we've talked about acting on impulse. Here's my options. What do I do? Right? You have choices to make, and again, I like that this is coming out with the Emperor. You know, you have some choices to weigh here. You have a lot of choices to weigh here, actually. But do you just act, or do you stop and think? Right? And I think that's where this Lover's card is coming out, because it's going to you're being called to weigh pros and cons right now, okay? And you want to do so in a way that isn't going to, yeah, oh, you want to do so in a way that isn't going to necessarily be harmful, okay? I'm going to leave it there. You know what that looks like for you. Let's clarify our Ace of Swords. Why are we seeing our Ace of Swords here? Okay. Ace of Swords. Let's see what we need to see for Ace of Swords. Okay. And to start clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have Hierophant coming out. So this is going to, part of this is testing what you value and where you stand on certain things, what you hold to be true for yourself. Okay. There's a shift in perspective, and I think that shift has you again feeling a lot of energy, feeling like you have to act right now. Okay. If you lost sight of what you value, if you're listening to the chatter from outside yourself, possibly you've lost touch with you. Which, yeah, it's sad to say, but I think we all, we're all human. We all live in a very dense, saturated, energetically, the world we live in is so energetic, and there's so much, it's overloading is where I'm trying to go. Okay. And there are a lot of people who put a lot of stock in what they see on Instagram, Facebook. They get sad because I see this beautiful travel blogger over here and I want that life. I want that, this, that, and the other. What's happening here? What's happening off screen? Okay. If that's what you're doing, maybe it's time to shut things down for a little bit. Turn off your computer, turn off your phone, get out in nature, go for a walk. Excuse me. um, silence the static a little bit, okay? Because then you'll be able to get back to yourself. You'll be able to see things as they are and not as you want them to be, okay? And if you don't like, this is going back to the Hierophant, enacting in your personal truths here. If you want the beautiful world, it's just outside your front door. Okay? I'm saying all these things take into account your personal comfort. Okay? But know that, I'm going to say this, jumping ahead to the Magician here, know that you have the capability of acting in your truth. And if you're not liking what you're seeing, let that shift, let let it go so that there can be a new perspective. You're being offered a new perspective in this, okay? And you get to decide whether it's right for you or not, okay? So there's the Hierophant to start off. Let's see what else. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords coming out here again. Think about it. Yes, think about it, observe it, make it make the best sense that it can. And like I said, if you're not seeing if you're not liking what you see, it's okay to make changes. Okay. But remember that the risk that you might take in doing that is getting so much in your head that you forget what's on your heart. Okay. Let yourself, in the situation, let yourself think it and feel your way through it. Okay. So there's the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant clarifying the Ace of Swords. Okay. Let's see some clarifying energy for the Eight of Wands, please. Why are we seeing the Eight of Wands here? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. So there's an opportunity here to let yourself grow in terms of emotion and spirit. Okay, how you're feeling and how you're using that to move yourself forward. Okay. I think we do have a lot of air. We do have a lot of air in this. So I do think there's a lot of mental effort that you've been putting into whatever this situation is. Excuse me. But it's air and fire. Actually, air and fire. I'm looking at the wands for that. You're thinking a lot, and you're putting a lot of intense emotions into your energetic space. Okay, that's why you're feeling what you're feeling. Okay, now is the chance to let yourself grow emotionally. Remember, Vulture card, nothing here is wasted. Okay, so you're trying to integrate a lot all at once, and it's like, oh shit, oh no, I gotta lean back, right? But you don't feel like you can lean back because it's like, if I lean back too far, I'm not gonna move forward. So I have to act impulsively. Well, okay, slow down and let yourself feel this out. Because again, Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted, and nothing is nothing is wasted, but also nothing is ever too much. I'm gonna let that hang, but you know what? If you resonate with that, you know what that means for you. There are lessons to be learned here, especially in terms of your emotional and spiritual growth. Okay, you have this opportunity to really grow and get in touch with that, with what you're feeling. Okay, but you have to slow down to let it happen. Growth. There's going to be a lot of growth if you slow down here. Stop trying to muscle your way, elbow your way to the front of the line. There's always enough. Again, nothing is wasted. And new seeds are going to grow. Yeah, new seeds are going to grow here. Okay. You just have to be patient and let them water the soil and let them come to seed. Okay. Let them germinate. Is probably the better way to put that. So, Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. That was clarifying the Eight of Swords. So let's move into our Magician energy here. Why are we seeing the Magician? Okay, Magician. Wow, do I like this? We have the King of Cups. So you're capable of doing this, and you're capable of doing this work so that you can get in touch with uh, the person who feels, because you are feeling. You're not a robot, okay? You're a thinking, feeling, flesh and blood human being, and part of the test that you're going through right now is to learn how to feel your emotions without um, without getting overwhelmed. And I think a lot of this situation has you in the state of anxiety and stress and overwhelm. And my friend, I'm raising my hand to that. I am right there with you, um, because there's a lot going on with me outside of my YouTube channel, outside of my cards. You know, as badly as I would like to just pull cards and get messages out from all of that, it's not really how real life works, unfortunately, right? And you know, at least for me, reading tarot and pulling cards for people is part of my practice that helps me feel better. Um, I hope that you have a way of self-soothing and making yourself feel better. Um, but if you don't right now, if you don't know what that is, there's a perfect opportunity to help yourself understand that and figure that out, because you're being called to slow down. Okay? And if you don't think you'll find one, I challenge that. Okay? I will openly challenge that. I will openly challenge that, because you have the Magician coming out. You've had this out on the board for a while, okay? Remember your capability. You can feel your way through this, and you can balance what you're feeling and how you're thinking about it. Okay? Um, you got this. I'm not saying that to minimize what you're experiencing, but if you don't think you can, I challenge you on that. Okay? I challenge you. There's the King of Cups. Okay? We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Enjoy what you made so far. There are amazing things. If you're feeling like, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that, I have A, B, C, and D, but I don't have the rest of the alphabet. You have what you need to get started. Okay, you made good progress. You've gotten yourself here. Now give yourself a chance to enjoy, and know that your garden has grown. Okay, you've seen seeds germinating. Now it's time to really just slow down and let it just be for a little bit. Just be. Give yourself a break. Enjoy yourself. Um, take the work seriously, but not so seriously that you lose the cause of why you started. Okay. So there is the Nine of Pentacles, and we just went through clarifying the Magician. So finally, let's see our Queen of Swords. Okay, this is a repeat card, so let's see what energy we need to see for our Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords here. What are we seeing with our Queen of Swords? Okay. Okay, to start, okay, our Queen of Swords is going to start being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Oh boy. So there's been some disappointments, and there's been some hurt that we've experienced, and that hurt has had us looking from the outside in, right? We're so Yeah, we're so sure that we're not we're so sure that we're alone in this situation. And that's had us being very much on guard, being very much very closed off. How I'm getting there, look at that. Look at the queen's pose here. She's like, no, you stay over there. I have this sword up. I will defend myself, right? And maybe if that defensiveness is what you're getting to, um, it could possibly be triggered by past traumas, disappointment, hurt. Ooh, ouch! I get it. I get it. But I think part of this challenge is to drop the defense, drop the wall, and reach out. Okay, there is help. There is help, and you may be stuck in that situation and that feeling. However, the door is open. The door is not locked away to you. Um, and if you do resonate with the statement that you're on the outside looking in, it, again, the door is open. Um, Knock, it will be answered, right? You have help. You have a means of achieving. But again, you're a flesh and blood human, and you can try to do it by yourself, okay? But if you do need the help, it is there. It is there, okay? So there is the Nine of Pentacles to start clarifying our Queen of Swords. I said Nine of Pentacles. I think I meant the Five of Pentacles here. But the beautiful aspect about recognizing your Queen of Swords energy, as explained by the Five of Pentacles, is that when you do, you'll have everything you could ever ask for is waiting on the other side of all of this. It's waiting on the other side of that wall. Okay? Knock and the door will be opened. You have people who love you and want your best. Okay? Want your best, want the best for you, is how I meant to say that. But look, you have it. It's waiting. All you have to do is open the door. Okay? Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Love to see it. Hopefully that resonates with you. I'm going to pause really quick and have a water break. So if you do have a comforting beverage, let's raise a toast to you here. Thank you for being here with this reading. Give me a minute. Okay. So this next portion of the reading is going to be for you in terms of how to use this energy, what we can do to help each other through this energy. It's been a lot. We're being asked to slow down, to process, to get in touch with ourselves and what we need to do in order to bring in our Ten of Pentacles energy. I love it. I say it that way because we've been waiting. I think we've been waiting for that to come in. And, there's certainly situations for people where it looks pretty desperate. It looks pretty desperate. Okay. But we're gonna see how we can maximize the energy here. What do we need to see about how to do this work? Okay. Let's see here. 3. Okay. So to start here, we have the Father of Wands or the King of Wands. So getting authority over the intensity of what we're feeling. I think because of this dense, saturated, overloading world, we've kind of we've thrown so much fuel on the fire that now it's out of our control, and this is what we're kind of coming back to is getting control over that. Okay, um, trying to get control over what's going on around us. That doesn't mean we have to be aggressive or muscle our way through, but you know that's part of our goal. We also have that's 6. So part of this is recognizing the effort we've put in and accepting the praise, if not from the outside, accepting praise from ourselves. Okay, validating ourselves. Okay, that's part of the effort in regaining control over what this situation is. But on top of that, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's we're doing the work. We have to do the work. It's not just going to fall into our laps. Okay, it helps if this work is being done on a task that is meaningful to us, and I think part of this is the recognition that we can't live the way we have been because it's no life to begin with, right? And it's not a life to begin with. So we're working hard to make changes. It's simple as that. But it's also recognizing that we have had a part. We have done what we said we were gonna do. Now we're at a point where it's like, yeah, I'm here, so let's address what we need to address in this moment, right? Okay. Let's see some clarifying and let's see some hidden and clarifying energy, please. Okay. Hidden and clarifying energy. You have the 9 of Pentacles coming out again. That's our 9 of Pentacles, just making sure. This is a repeat card. Part of the integration process, part of that self-soothing, self-praising is going to come from feeling good, from having the break, from giving ourselves the chance to shut the static off. Okay, again, enjoy what you've built so far. Your garden is growing. Okay. All right, let's see some hidden energy here. What do we need to see for our hidden energy? Okay, and we have the 5 of Cups. So even if we are rebuilding, even if we are doing damage control, whether it's by our actions or someone outside of us, there's still a chance to move on. There's still a chance to move on, even if you're not going with full bag. You still have things to move forward with. Okay. Okay. Deep breaths. This isn't an easy reading. I don't think this would be easy for anybody to hear, but I'm going to tell you what though, there are things coming out here that will benefit us ultimately. And it's going It's going to require work to get to there, okay? But again, like I said, we have the Magician coming out in this reading. You're capable of achieving it, okay? What else? What else do we need to see? What else do we need to see? How do we use the energy from the first part? Okay, I have the Five of Swords coming out here. So I think to address the disappointment factor here, to address why you might be feeling the way you do right now, at least in part, is that you've likely brought in energies or physical items into your space that have been really cool. You know, in the moment it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, bring it over, right? But then you get it, it's like, is that what I signed up for? Like, really? This is it? Now you're feeling like, well, shit, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I signed up for. I wasted my time, my effort, my money, this, that, and the other, and now look what I have, right? Um, oh. So, and it's that feeling like, okay, I got what I wanted, but I lost what I had. So that's a bummer. That's not cool. I don't like that. Ew. Okay. That's part of what and that happens to everybody. Part of the problem here is that you're kicking your own ass over it. And it's like, just hold on, stop a minute. You have a chance to process this. If you're really feeling some kind of way, you have help. You have help in processing it. Okay. Back to the original point, though, I think this is part of what has gotten you here. Okay. All right. There's the Five of Swords. Excuse me. Okay. What else? Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. So there's you have anxiety attached with this, and it isn't it's keeping you up at night. You're not sleeping well. You're not doing things to take care of yourself because this mentality, this Five of Swords mentality, has gotten you very. It's all up here. You have a lot of swords. You have a lot of fire. You have some earth, and you have some water. Okay, and I think you're overbalancing. You're overthinking. And this is whatever this Five of Swords energy got you, you're overthinking it now. Okay. And you don't have to. Okay. This is another reason why you're being called to slow down. Slow down and rest. Slow down and rest. I'm gonna get it right in your face, because you needed to hear it. I needed to hear it. We're both in the same energy right now. Okay. Rest. Take a break. You need to rest. Okay. Possibly easier said than done, and I acknowledge that not every situation looks the same. So you need to assess how you take your break. Okay. Nine of Swords. Let's see what else. Six of Swords. Take a break so you can let this energy move. Okay. I think there's a buildup of this intensity, which not fun, not really all that fun, but again, you're moving on and you're not moving on by yourself. Okay. So yeah, Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords. All right. So our hidden energy here is the Seven of Wands. part of, again, going back to this Five of Swords, this could be part of the trigger for what we're feeling right now. But part of this is that this work is conflicting. This work is hard. It's causing definitely some internal conflict, but I'm also feeling that there may be people who are looking at you trying to have a break and thinking, no, 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 that's not what you need to be doing. They're trying to, the conflict, and this is again going back to the static energy here. They're trying to, if this is from an outside source, it's likely that they're saying, well, you know, what's the deal? Why are you feeling this way? You're having to defend against a conflict you didn't ask to have to defend yourself in, right? That's something that might not be true. So if the external conflict aspect of this is resonating with you, remember, again, with the magician, you have the capability of gently defending yourself. Mostly I'm feeling this is part of internal conflict. At least the Seven of Wands energy is an internal conflict, because you have a lot on your plate, and you have a lot on your plate that's causing you to feel very, very much in an overthinking energy. Okay, there's our Seven of Wands. That's our hidden energy. What is our clarifying energy here? Okay, Hierophant being repeated. Okay, know who you are. Know that you can act in accordance with your values and what you feel. Okay, but also know that this effort isn't going to be in vain. Okay, so there's the Hierophant. All right. I'm hearing a cat meowing. Oh yeah, I'm hearing a cat meowing right now. I'm gonna take that as confirmation that I'm on the right track. But weirdly enough, I've been hearing that same cat meowing for a while now. So, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's creepy but cool. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what else we need to see, and then we're gonna call it quits for now. Gonna move through this because I've been rambling on long enough here. So let's see what we need to see here. Okay. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, or do I cut this off early? Let's see what we need to see, please. Okay, what do we need to see? Queen of Acorns. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands. I think these last two decks are going to be for you personally, reading your energy in all of this. You know who you are, as judged by the Hierophant. Okay, you know what you value, you know what you are, what you're willing to put your efforts towards. Okay, you're very smart, you're very fiery, you're passionate, you feel a lot, and you feel things deeply, very clearly. Okay, you have the ability to nurture something new. Okay, nurture yourself. I do think nurturing yourself is going to be paramount right now, because you have a lot going on for you, and I'm also hearing, once you nurture your values and your context, your personal context, a sense of your personal truth is going to come forward. Okay? Let's go with that. There's your Queen of Wands, Queen of Acorns. Oh yeah, let's go with that. I want to make note of what I'm reading as the sun motif backing here. I don't know if that's what the artist necessarily intended with this, but that's how I'm reading it. Again, once you get in touch with what you value, how, especially how you're going to nurture yourself right now, your personal truths are going to shine through, and it's going to attract the like-minded, and your people are going to come to you. Again, remember that Five of Pentacles energy. Doors open. Go in. They're your people. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Acorns, Queen of Wands. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Ten of Shells. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Here is our sense of well-being, our sense of peace, our sense of happiness. We're finally at the moment, once you give yourself a minute to slow down and once you give yourself a minute to actually process, it's going to feel so much better. You don't have to carry such a heavy burden on your shoulders, such a heavy weight. We'll see what that card is. I just pulled another card out of the deck here. But yeah, you're going to have so much weight lifted off your shoulders that you can't help but feel relieved. Okay? Yeah. I'm taking a deep breath because I think that's something you're potentially called for as well, is to have a breath and take it deeply and let it move out. And then part of that is going to help you feel so much better. Okay? Ten of Shells, Ten of Cups. Let's see what else. Yeah, okay. Five of Acorns, Five of Wands. Again, because I think part of the thing is that you've gotten comfortable with your stress. No, you don't need it. You're losing sleep. You're kicking your butt over it. And, again, going back to the conflict of letting go, this could be an external source, but I feel more compelled to say this is internal. Because, again, you've gotten really comfortable with being stressed. Like, okay, I'm so tightly wound, but this is what I'm used to, and taking off the bindings that have held you there is like, oh, I don't like it. I'm feeling not tethered anymore. Well, yeah, that's the point, because the things that have kept you in don't serve you. They've tied you to the ground, but they haven't let you move forward, right? And cutting those binds, cutting those ties, especially with your stress factors, have, again, it's given you a sense of internal conflict, okay? It's what you know that your comfort zone is changing, okay? We do have the Ace of Swords coming out, and I believe the Ace of Cups and Pentacles. If you want things to change so that you can be emotionally and physically better, you gotta let go of the stress, even if it brings you a little bit more, okay? Back to the Magician. I keep harping on the Magician, but I think part of why you haven't done this work sooner is that you haven't felt capable of doing it. But you are, okay? You are, And I'm saying that you are, but you have to believe it. I could say it as much as I wanted to. I could say it till my face turns blue. But if you don't believe it, then my words are only just words, right? Okay. Hidden and clarifying energy. What do we need to see, please? Okay, we have the 5 of Acorns. Hidden and clarifying energy, please. Okay, hidden. Yeah, okay. Hidden energy is we have the shadow. I believe this is, in the Rider Waite, I believe this is the devil. But here, this is interpreted a little bit differently, in that the card actually says self-empowerment and ambition. Okay. I do also find it interesting that I talked about releasing the binds, or, how releasing the binds of your stress has gotten you into some internal conflict. With the devil, at least the way I interpret the devil, is that it is about the things that hold you back, the things that keep you in bondage, the things that keep you comfortable but not progressing. Okay. And part of this could be you're so determined, you're so ambitious that you kind of lose sight over the balance you need to strike within yourself. And I feel like that might be the case in this situation. Or this could be a call to empower yourself through rest, through relaxation, through reflecting and gaining insight on your values and what you need to know about yourself to progress forward. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So that's the shadow. That's our hidden energy. Clarifying energy is our 8 of shells, our 8 of cups. There's a call to move forward. But I think this call is only going to be truly and safely answered once you give yourself the chance to remove the chatter. Okay, removing the chatter because it's just static. It's just static. Okay, and again, flesh and blood human. We're going to experience things. We're going to sign up for things we didn't think we were going to be disappointed by, but you know what? We experience it. You experience it, and it's a fact of life that not everything goes our way, but it's also a fact of life that we get the choice to choose whether or not we operate through those disappointments, or whether we operate from the disappointed perspective, or we address the disappointment and move it on, and divert a little bit. Okay, we have the choice. We have the chance to make those choices. Okay, so there is the 8 of shells, or the 8 of cups, and that was our clarifying energy. So to close out this reading, I just want to give a quick message of gratitude for you for for sticking around this long. Thank you so much for being a part of this act of divination. Thank you so much for being here. This final portion of the reading is in gratitude and in friendship. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? What else? Okay. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so to close this reading off, start here, we have judgment. Okay, this is about, it's about balance, yes, but also about coming out of your dark spot. Certainly acknowledging your certainly acknowledging your shadows, acknowledging your darkness, but also knowing that you have the ability to come home. I say that going back to the Five of Pentacles energy that we have out here. The door's open. All you have to do is come in. The door's open. Okay? And in fact, you're being called to come back in. Okay? You're being called. Because down the line, there's so much good. There's so much good on the other side of your comfort zone. Whether you feel good about leaving it or not, you're gonna have to expand it a little bit, okay? And in order to do that, just listen, slow down and listen, okay? So there's judgment. You also have the Tower, that you're gonna recognize that perhaps you have there's an aha moment, there's going to be an epiphany, but it's going to change things. It's going to change a lot. Okay, now remember our vulture here. Things are crumbling, things are moving out, things are, you're trying to hold on to too much. What's falling away is meant for your highest good. Okay, I can say that once again, I can say that till I'm blue in the face. But if you don't believe me, okay, that's okay. I hear you right now. You're not ready for it. But remember that nothing is wasted. There are lessons to be learned in the rubble. There's lessons to be learned. And remember that you might not be moving forward with a full bag of supplies, but you still have some supply left. You can still make forward progress. And once again, you're not alone. Okay. So there's the Tower. Okay. We also have, again, the Lovers is coming out. So choices will have to be made. Options will have to be weighed. Remember that you have the Five of Swords out in this energy, so please weigh it carefully, weigh these options carefully, and you'll know what's right. You'll know how it feels. You'll know how it feels. You know how you feel. Okay? And if something isn't truly in alignment with you, bye. Time to move on from that. Okay? So there are the Lovers. Okay? There are the Lovers. So let's see our final hidden and clarifying energies, and then we will close things off for now. Okay? All right. One more here. Okay. So our hidden energy is justice. Again, we're coming back to balance. Part of this is regaining balance and authority. The way that you're going to start by doing this is answering for the things that you've done to get here. Okay. Scary? Yes. Necessary? Also yes. Okay. So there's justice. Okay. That's our hidden energy. Our clarifying energy is the Devil. Don't hold back. I'm gonna say it like that. because I think the energy, it's not the energy that's holding you back isn't external. Yeah, it isn't external, it's internal. And it's time for you to stop holding yourself back. Okay? All right. Don't hold back. You can do this. You can do this. And once you slow down, again, go back to the main point of this energy. Once you slow down, I think you will recognize your capability of moving forward. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for you for this reading, guys. Thank you for holding out this long. I am sorry this went a bit long, and I appreciate you for being here. Again, if you want to see more from me, you know where to go. You know what buttons to click. Um, I really appreciate having you here, and if you guys have something you feel I can help you with through my cards, through tarot reading, or just if you wanna get a dialogue going in the comments, I'm happy to interact with that as well. Um, yeah, let me know what I can do for you. And until our next reading, guys, thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.